sanitarium, or maybe you'll call from a tryout center, from a payphone in a suburb. Barely hanging on, but I hope you're always on the ride. I hope you're always on the ride. But I know, well, the ride, it always ends, and when it leaves, it takes your love.
Yeah, one up here about the 63, and then they set up here about the 90 again.
A TO4.
Household goods driver. I have to be an ambassador of the highway, because all their worldly possessions are in my van, and it's up to me to make sure they arrive from point A to point B in excellent condition. Trucking industry needs more professionals like you and I.
He's in Fairview now. He lost his leg.
My father was an over-road truck driver. In 1958, he was National Driver of the Year. I am the last person in my whole family to drive a truck. I was a corporate puke. I was an assistant vice president of a multi-million-dollar corporation. And at 42 years of age, I resigned my position. I looked at my wife, and she gave me that old shit look, like, uh-oh, here we go.
I hope you're always on the ride. I hope you're...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this ain't a good thing. This ain't a good sign. We're dead in the water. Holy shit, this is not gonna be fun. Holy shit, hold on, Skippy. Emergency flashers, hello. Okay, let's find a mile marker. Damn it. Damn it. Shoot, I have to be there by Monday. Monday at 8 o'clock. Okay.
Could be any morning or any night.
It's one of the saddest things I can think of. We need these places. There are nowhere near the stops we used to have, and the quality of these big chains.
15 years ago, there was over 1,800 independent truck stops. Last year, there was less than 800.
There's hardly any parking in a lot of these big truck stops anymore. They don't cater to drivers no more like they used to.
They're not treating the drivers as people. They're treating them as a trading commodity.
It's a money chain out here today, and it has gotten so competitive, there's no fun left. We used to have a great time. It was, you load for the coast, and
They're good, hard-working people out there trying to make a living to support their family. They get a raw deal on the road.
They're sitting behind a wheel, and usually by themselves, with no interaction. And everything needs interaction.
He's always told us to greet people as they walk in the door. It makes them feel like they're at home. When you talk to them, lay a hand on them, make them feel welcome.
I'll probably take almost 200 gallons here.
I hope you're always on the ride. But
Mom and Dad's car going like this at the truck drivers and waving at them and just being so happy, out there, It's like that would be the perfect thing for me because it's my world. They call me Cadillac, and my great-uncle Smitty gave me that nickname when I was born. Said I was the Cadillac of the babies that was in the nursery. I did not have a good childhood. No, I didn't. I had to get away from home. And not from my dad, it was from my mother. She wanted me to be that frilly little girl, and I was a tomboy. I couldn't stand all the frilly, prissy stuff. You know, I played football with the guys, tackle football. It was more fun to do that and help my dad work on the car. My mom didn't like it any. I think that's why my mother and I did not get along very well at all. My ex-husband, that's the day that he told me that he was divorcing me and taking my kids, was the day that my father passed away. I have 3 children, and I flipped. He threw me out, and I had no place to go. We were living down in Georgia, and I didn't know anybody down there, and for the first few months, I was living in a box. Living on the streets, eating out of garbage cans. I know that life. I had it all, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it was gone.
But I know, well, the ride, it always ends.
I'll find a spot and get up back up there to you. Just let me know if you see anything when I get out there.
You got a big truck coming out of the rest area.
Yeah, okay, I got 4-wheeler coming around. Yep, me too.
Got 4.
The point to where she's ready to choke him.
If you want to go to 19 and listen to these dirtbags, we can. That's how I feel about them.
I smoke a good green, smoke your nose candy. God, you fucking cop. Listen, man, I can tell you some things about that son of a bitch. I'm listening, tell me. Tell us what you know. He guaranteed me there wasn't no fucking cops. I said, we need to get him off the radio or somebody's gonna kill him. He said, we'll be no.
West Memphis, it is really bad. I have heard about so many drivers getting killed there just from walking from the truck to the truck stop. So many people hide between trucks and stuff. It's just situations that someone like her doesn't need to be in.
My little brother gave this to me for Christmas a couple of years ago because I've been in some situations that, you know, were uncontrollable. You know, you can't help it. I get out of the truck and they see, you know, a woman by herself, and automatically everybody's like, they surround you and they're wanting something, you know. This is my taser gun. Pull this little door back and then zap it and you touch them. I've had to use this once. These 2 guys jumped up on the side of my truck, and the one guy on this side put his hands on my window and was trying to force me or talk me into opening the doors. And I told him, get off my truck. You've got 3 chances to get off my truck. And he refused, and he started laughing. Oh, you know you want us in there and all this stuff. So I just picked up the taser gun and zapped him right between the eyes, and he fell off my truck. Yeah, I'm taking protection, and my doors stay locked. And then I stay in my truck at nighttime. I don't get out. It's too dangerous. Hey, I love you.
I love you too, baby.
It took a lot for me to find out that again, you know. I almost lost my husband this last year. Another woman. He messed around on me, and we started having a lot of problems, and, you know, but we're getting back on track. It's been a long, rough ride for both of us.
She has put up with a lot of my crap. These last 2 months have been very good for us.
I think he was hurting. You know, I don't want to meet her. I don't want to see her. I don't want to talk about her. I wished it hadn't happened, but I understand why it happened. If that ain't love, nothing is. To come out a route like that, to make sure that his wife's going to be okay.
The juniors in California. He's living with his brother in an abandoned house. I hope you're always on the ride. I hope you're always on the ride. But I know, well, the ride, it always ends. And when it leaves, it takes your love.
Alright. Everybody's getting their break done? Some people have never seen the inside of a truck before in their life, and they're up here trying to learn on a big truck. Sometimes it's comical, Sometimes it's scary. Come on, get in there. Set yourself up. Back it up. All right, stop. Hard left. Let's go. Stop when you're straight with the trailer. Very nice, very nice. It's turning that way. Turn that way. Too much. Come on. Center up. Mike, get straight. Stop. Stop. Stop.
I don't vote. Never voted a day in my life. I don't like any of them. If I can speak bluntly, I mean, it's one liar competing against another one. Let's stop and think about it. Our vote don't count. But they go by what is it, the electoral college vote or the, you know, I've heard numerous people say, well, your vote don't count. You know, our government can do what they want. But the average Joe, we can't change nothing. It does sound depressing, I know, but it's not really. I mean, I do love my country, don't get me wrong. I'm patriotic, but not much that little old me is gonna do. Those 3 children right there, that's what makes me go. That's what keeps me looking for tomorrow. And of course, hoping there's a tomorrow. That's pretty much what gets me through it out here. It's the thought that, you know, they're gonna be on the other end of the phone when I call them tonight.
You know, there's a red light at the bottom of that hill, and the only thing I can think about was killing some people. And I didn't want to do that. So I just started praying, and I said, well, Lord, I'm going to run this truck off the road. And if it's my time, it's my time, but I can't see myself killing anyone. If you would take a Coke can and crush it and try to stick your finger in it, I was mangled all up and stuff, blood everywhere. And I'm laying there, and I'm touching myself, and I'm like, thank you, Lord, I'm alive. But at the same time, the trailer was on fire, the rear end of the tractor was on fire, and I'm like, well, Lord, you let me live through this, don't let me burn up. But fortunate enough, there was some people that seen what happened, and they ran down on the side of this mountain, and they took crowbars and stuff, and they kind of pulled me out.
Harlan's in jail in Rollins, Wyoming.
We're prejudiced, I don't know, you know, just slow down, just down home folk, you know. That's the way they look at us. I hear it all the time.
In California, he's living with his brother in an abandoned house.
There's the logbook. It regulates the amount of time we can be on the road and our sleep period. Your federal DOT, local cops, anybody can look at your logbook and fine you for not following the rules and regulations. Okay, started out in Coon Rapids. I fueled here in Faribault, Minnesota. What's the problem with the new rules? They say, put it in this 14 hours. 11 hours driving. But why couldn't I put a 5-hour break in here, kick my feet up anywhere in here, and do another 5 hours over here? Did it for 26 years. It's forcing me to drive when I really need to take a break.
Most people handle is Ladybug, given to me by a former friend who won't speak to me anymore. But they're supposed to be lucky, so I guess that makes me a good thing. Ladybug.
That was the worst I've ever felt in my life, and when I got out of that situation, I swore I would never let myself get into that ever again, that I was going to be able to make my own way, make my own money, and take care of myself and my child.
You're talking to one of the, well, I call myself a renegade trucker now because I work for myself.
Tractor trailer knobs, 3 LED lights, ruins.
All these lights and things that you see is pretty much a dream I had when I first started trucking. I would see the trucks coming out of California, and they had what they call the California light kit. You know, that was lit up from the bumper to the back. Well, I said one day when I get my own, I was gonna do it. But I took it a little bit too far. I've got a total of 268 lights on this truck and trailer. Matter of fact, we counted yesterday. You never stop being a kid. Anything I do is for the women. I don't care if guys like it. It's what the women like. You got one in Arlington, you got one in Houston, you got one in El Paso. California, Ontario. Oh yeah, everywhere you go. So when the ladies kick you out at home after a couple of days, guys, just get in your truck and go. You know where your friend's waiting at. That's the way I do it. Never again, guys, will I have a single girl. Not just one. Give me a plethora.
Well, the ride, it always ends. And when it leaves, it takes your love. And it could be any morning or any night, in any city or state, and you're left with nothing. Well, I heard about Ray. He's in Fairview now.
90% of our business is with truck drivers. So if you want to know about truck drivers, this is where you come. Truck drivers basically have the same needs as we all do. And unfortunately, being out on the road all the time, those needs aren't met. So this is where our house comes in. We don't just provide sex for them. We do feed them also. We give them coffee. We give them somewhere to come to unwind without being in a truck stop. These are not lot lizards that come and knock on truck drivers' windows and wake them up at night. And we do offer on the CB no obligation conversation. Hookers and truck drivers get along really well because of the stigma of both industries. You will find a lot of times truckers are stereotyped as coffee drinking drug addicts. This is not true. And not all truck drivers cheat. Not all hookers give free sex on their days off. Because once you sell it, trust me, you sure in the hell don't want to give it away.
It was an older truck driver, and he had been widowed 5 years earlier. And for those 5 years, he never even looked at a woman. He never dated a woman or nothing because he was pining away for his wife. And finally, the other day, he decided that she was not coming back, that he has to go on with his life, and he just wanted to be with a woman again, to feel a woman's body and to hug her and feel the feminine again.
When you haul livestock, you're constantly aware of the fact
You're about to blow me out of the truck. Oh yes! I want your pickup!
Maybe you'll wake up on a floor somewhere, or in some sort of sanitarium. Or maybe you'll call from a dry-out center, from a payphone in a suburb. Barely hanging on, but I hope you're all